All right, I'm at Target before work. I have under 5 minutes to be here to make it back to work on time. Online it says they have the Jean Grey. So let's see if we can find her in under 5 minutes. Play that funky music. Says online they've got 4 of them left. There is no Jean Grey. Oh. Wasted trip. All the way out here for nothing. Alright, because I don't have time to rummage. This is a super quick once over. Yeah. Alright. Let's go. Okay, no Blanca, no Sagat. I did get Green Guile in. No Blanca, no Sagat. Alright, I'm off to work. Okay, did find one. Alright, gonna check out, head to work. All the self-checkouts were closed. One cashier, too many people in line. I gotta make it to work, so I didn't have time to check out. Alright, well, that was an epic fail at Target yesterday. We're at our local trash Walmart. I saw that the man collects and other people are finding the new G.I. Joe retros. So I'll go back into my trash Walmart and see what they got. Alright, let's see what we can find here. None of the new ones in that section. Let's see, over here, nothing new. Alright, let's see if we can find some G.I. Joes. Alright, it's the same that they've had here for a while. So, nothing new, of course. Alright, wrestling, basic Punk, basic Cody. Alright, nothing going on new in Marvel. Alright, anything new in Star Wars? Of course not. Yet again, it's why I call this the trash Walmart. Because they never... Okay, wait, I spoke too soon. Oh, wait, that's just all Kalnaka. Okay, I saw a big stack, got excited. But yeah, no. Nothing new. Nothing new. Alright, those are kind of cool. Small little minifigs. Yeah, have to see that movie. Nothing much going on in dinos. Alright, let's keep looking. Alright, happy Father's Day, everybody. We're at a Walmart in Clinton, Tennessee. Let's go in, see what they got. Let's go. They got Lord of the Rings Fugglers. Alright, let's see. We got some dino action going on here. Let's see what we can find. Alright, got some turtles. Over here in a Star Wars. Does not look like anything we're looking for. Let's see. But that is adorable. Alright, Armada Edition. So, nothing there. Alright, let's see if we can find some G.I. Joes. Maybe, perhaps, or this might be one of the Walmarts that doesn't even carry them. Alright, first time seeing those in any of the Walmarts around here. We got Banshee, we got Adam Warlock. Nice little ghost spider. Let's see, articulated on alright, the knees and the arms, so that's pretty good. Pretty cool. I think they're articulated at the knees. It's really hard to tell. What do we got going on? Yeah, shows knees. Alright, that's cool. I like that. Alright, got some Transformers, which I refuse to collect now. Alright, let's see. Not seeing any G.I. Joes, some wrestling. Got Grayson Waller, first time seeing that one. Alright, well, I'll look around, see what we can find. If anything, I'll let you know. Let's go. All right, no pickups at that particular Walmart in Clinton. We're in Powell, I guess, at a Target. According to their website, they have limited quantities of the Jean Grey Marvel Legend. So that's what we're looking for. We're going to go and look for the Jean Grey Marvel Legend. Now, also, I promised a good friend of mine that I would give a shout out in my video. Figure Fever, who's another toy hunter that I've been talking about for quite some time, is planning a big giveaway. So go over to the Figure Fever's channel, Figure Fever, like, subscribe, follow him, and sign up for his giveaway. You won't regret it. All right, some dino action. Nothing on clearance. Got some turtles. Got the Range Trooper, big stack. Nothing new going on in Micro Galaxy Squadron. Alright, let's see. Wrestling. Jumping over here. Beyblades. And no Jean Grey. I got Professor X. I'm going to pull it up on the app and talk to a store employee, see if they might have something in the back. See if someone might be able to help me out. Alright, let's go. Alright, I talked to an employee. It still says there's 2 left in their system. They never made it out to the shelves. He looked in the back. They don't have them in the back, so he said there might be just placed wrongly somewhere in the store. So I'm going to take a look around, see what I can find. Only 2 targets in the area that says they have the Jean Greys in. Sevierville, which that didn't work out, and this one in Clinton. All right, so since I'm here, I might as well look for the Blanca or Sagat, since I ended up not being able to get the Blanca at my Sevierville one because, well, I had to run to work and there was too much of a line at checkout. And I would have been late, so I had to ditch Blanca and get to work. All right, but I don't see any Street Fighter figures here, and I don't see a Jean Grey lurking anywhere. All right, well, that wraps it up for this Target. All right, let's go. So, not having great luck on my Target hunts lately. The 2 that said they had them in, still their systems say they have them in, but they can't find them anywhere in the stores. All right, we're now at a Ross in Clinton. Let's see what they got. All right, let's see. We got a Sonic PVC little figure set, Hot Wheels cases, Sally, backwards Mario, Troop Transport missing the Stormtroopers. Yeah, okay. What do we have going on up here? Grogu projector, mini Transformers for $3 each. Got some turtles, DBZ. Let's see. Not boding well. All right. Broly, all stuff we've seen at other ones, but none of the stuff that we are currently looking for. All right, we'll look over in this other section, and then we'll move on. Let's see. All right, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to rummage, see if I can find something behind something. If so, I'll let you know. Think about calling that Ross the trash Ross, and that one's in Clinton. They never have anything and a weird security guard. All right, across the parking lot, a Walmart. Let's see if we can salvage anything on this Father's Day toy hunt. Let's see if we can find some G.I. Joes. All right. Altered Beast, rise from your grave and save my daughter. Looking for Series 2 of that one. All right, let's see. Nothing we're looking for there. Perhaps it's on this next side over here with some Legos. All right, we got Simpsons, Mr. Beast Lab, wrestling, not much going on. Over here, Marvel Legends. As per usual, not much going on. All right. And here is Star Wars with a Lando still on the pegs. Ouch. I know, of course, all these are showing up at Ross and Ollie's. So, yeah, they've not done anything at this particular Walmart. And I thought there was some G.I. Joes last time we were here. They were in a odd spot. Or this might have been one of the ones that didn't have any G.I. Joes. Alright, so we stopped here for no real reason. Alright, gonna look around. If I find something, I'll let you know. If not, on to the next place. Let's go! Alright, we find ourselves at yet another Walmart on the way home. Let's see if we can actually find something here. Alright, this is, I guess, East Knoxville, near the old East Town. Alright, let's go. Alright, got some Transformers action. Nothing, of course, that we are looking for. Their Marvel Legends selection is much like every other Walmart's. They got the Evergreens, and that's about it. We do have Iron Man up there. Alright, let's see. Anything new going on in Star Wars? And yet another stack of Landos. Full rack. Full price. That's just crazy. Alright, we got Armada Edition. We got the TIE Silencer and another V-Wing. Alright. Alright, they got the little Superman mini set. Superman cape set. Got some dragons. Not seeing any G.I. Joes. We'll look on the other aisle, see if we're lucky. Let's go. Alright, let's see. We're going kind of quick. They were up here. Toadette. Hadn't seen that one before. Kind of cute. Alright. Let's see if we're lucky, if they have anything at all. Alright, I see Stalker. And Stalker. And Stalker. So, none of the new ones. None lurking up top, hidden out of view. Alright, let's see. We got He-Man, Keldor. Alright. We'll peruse through wrestling, hit their clearance, and grocery shop, and get out of here. Let's go. Well, we've not had much luck on the toy hunt. We've had a fun time gallivanting around, and yeah, on to the next one. On the way back home, hitting the local trash Target, Sevierville, Tennessee, seeing if they have what we're looking for. And at least maybe I might be able to pick up the Blanca or the Sagat, hopefully. But let's look for Jean Grey. Bonus. Nice find. Glad I swung by. Alright, let's keep looking. Wow, nothing going on in Star Wars. Alright, let me check their collectibles, see if I can go ahead and pick up Blanca. Alright. No Sagat. But yeah, Blanca. Alright. Well, let's go. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Hope everyone had a good hunt week. Yeah, as you saw, it was pretty hectic running around searching for those two things. Searching for Jean Grey was madness. Anyway, let's show you what I got for Father's Day. Thank you, Charlie. I got, from my family, I got Boris Karloff as the Mummy NECA figure. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Add to the horror collection. So, yeah, super nice. Now, what else did we get, Charlie? As you saw in the video, finally found a Jean Grey. They were saying they had them in various stores. I went there, and they didn't have them, and then I finally found Jean Grey. Yeah, super nice. All right, what else did we get, Charlie? All right, let's see. That's right. We got Street Fighter Blanca. Bam. Very good. There we go. Yeah, Street Fighter Blanca. Happy to have in my collection. Love the Jada Street Fighter figures. I think they are amazing. Well, that wraps it up for this hunt. Thanks for watching. Hey, don't forget to go over to Figure Fever's channel. Check out his channel, give him a like, give him a follow, and check out his latest giveaway. Yeah, I sent my information into it, so I'm in for the giveaway. And yeah, in the meantime, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Really helps the channel grow. And we'll see you all on the next East Tennessee Toy Hunt. Say bye, Charlie.